All right, we are here with ARCA President Ron Drager. I'm here at Toledo Flat Rock Media Day. I know this day excites you every year, but a lot of big things happening at both tracks this year. Of course, Toledo hosting the championship for the ARCA Menard Series, and for the first time since 2000, a series from the ARCA platform will be heading to Flat Rock Speedway. The ARCA Menard Series East will head there on May 20th. How excited are you to bring ARCA back there?
The Flat Rock thing, just because of the period of time that we haven't been able to have an ARCA Menard Series race at Flat Rock, that's particularly special. But because the company has been so closely involved, ARCA has been so closely involved in sanctioned racing at both of the tracks for all these years, and the longevity and the consistency and the management. It's a big deal for us to have the ARCA Menard Series Championship race, the Shorelands 200, here at Toledo, and then to have the ARCA Menard Series East back at Flat Rock. Like you said, first time since 2000 that we've been able to have a regional or national platform like that. So it's really a big deal for us, and it's important. We appreciate the support of Dutch Boy, which is a Menards vendor partner, to help us get that done. And I think we're going to have a really good car count because there's some excitement about it amongst the racers that haven't been there in a while. We're getting interest from the Venturinis, who Bill Venturini won his first ARCA Menard Series race at Flat Rock back in the 80s, and his son Billy's actually going to drive in that race, coming out of retirement. Andy Hillenberg is bringing race cars to the track. Bill Kimmel is talking about bringing a car. So if we get all that support, it's going to make it feel like never really left. Got all the same people coming back.
Yeah, let's talk about with the car counts this year. How excited have you been? How do you think the season's kind of going so far? I know we're 3 main races in, a couple of East races in. Really across the board, you guys have been getting there, and of course the East Series has been a big step up from last year.
Yeah, and we feel really good about the venues that we race on the East and the West. In those regions of the country, they're the best races tracks in those regions. So, we're 7 races in. We look at the platform as between the ARCA Menard Series and East and West it's a 35 race platform, and we feel like we're 7 races in. 6 winners in those 7 races, and most, if not all, are first-time winners. So the new drivers coming in and experiencing that kind of success, we think that's really important to the whole platform. And just showing that if you're a good racer and if you have good equipment, it's a series that you can come in and be competitive right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, with a lot of tracks and the increasing number of teams like Greg Van Alst, we're going to see Andy Jankowiak a lot more this year, and also a lot of new teams coming in this year as some teams have left and some new ones are coming in.
We had 3 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour drivers, Patrick Emmerling, Andy Jankowiak, of course, and Steve Lewis. All 3 drove at both Daytona and Talladega. That's an area where drivers are migrating over. And so when we see drivers coming from other disciplines and coming and participating in what we do, we feel good about that. We know that our drivers who experience success in the East and the West and the ARCA Menard Series are really capable of going and performing in the NASCAR National Series. And our top 3 in points from 2022 are full-time in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series now. We have 32 past champions or rookies of the year of our platform who are full-time in the NASCAR National Series. So we use that phrase, ARCA, we build champions, and we think that the Menard Series platform is earning that.
Let's talk about the TV deal for a second with all 20 main races on the Fox family of networks. How big was that for you guys?
It's really important, and we're hearing that from the race teams. We're hearing that from our partners that support the series. It's a greater reach. It's more eyeballs. It's more audience at home watching the races. It's great for the series. It's great for the sponsors. It's just all around really good. So 14 races on FS1, 6 races on FS2, all of them live. that's a really great package. It's the best package our series has ever had.
Yeah, and then of course you got the East and West series. I know some of those races will also be in combination with the main series, and of course, we're seeing a lot more teams in there. And obviously, I know the Sioux Chief Showdown went away for this year, but overall, you've got to be pleased with how much progress you're seeing in both those series.
Really good. Chris Wright does a great job with the East and the West series, and we're really proud of the teams that are participating. For instance, in the West series, Bob Brancotti, the defending car owner champion, decided to get out after a great long run and go pursue some other interests. So Tim Huddleston has acquired his equipment. Bill McAnally is still out there. Jerry Pitts, Bruce Cook, and Steve McGowan. A lot of great team owners and some really good young drivers. The Nascimentos, Landon Lewis is really performing well. So we feel like that the West Series is very healthy. We get to go to some big venues. We get to go to Portland and Sonoma and Phoenix a couple times. But we also we're hitting all the the All-American Speedway in Roseville and Kern County and Irwindale, and Shasta's coming back on the schedule, and Evergreen. So the West Series, we feel really good about what's going on out there as well.
Yeah, Madera will be back as well on the
Madera,
schedule.
great point, yeah.
And then also, coming into this week at Kansas, for the main series, fourth race of the season for them. Of course, there'll be an all-day practice session on Friday. What are we looking at in terms of how good of a race that's going to be? And it's going to be a pretty good one.
Yeah, we're way up on car count. We have 28 entries, where last year we were like hovering around 20. Yeah. So that's a great sign. And it's just more participation from some of the drivers we've already talked about that maybe are able to run some more races. Sean Core and his dad John and Mike Cheek, those guys are going to run the whole Super Speedway Challenge. They told me at Talladega. That's a great thing to have them coming on that way. Like you said, Andy J, he's going to be running more races. So we're building back up. We're trying to climb up, and be a little better every time.
All right. Ron Drager, the ARCA president, thanks so much for talking with us, and enjoy the 2023 ARCA Menard Series season, and enjoy the Flat Rock and Toledo season as well.
Yeah, appreciate you being here. Thank you.